All right, all right. How's everybody doing? It's a happy hour meetup with my buddy Brian. How you doing today, Brian?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
Hey, man, you gotta like it. It's Friday. The drinks are already flowing. It's gonna be a good day.
What are you drinking? It looks greenish.
Green apple margarita. Just kidding. It is green apple, but it's amino energy drink. So only one carb.
Okay, good.
And it tastes like green apple, so it's good.
Hmm,
How's everybody
cool.
doing tonight? Go ahead and put it in the comments where you're from. Hey Brad, what's going on? We got Sardine Boys. Brad, thanks for the Sardine Boys. And then there's lovely Erin, who's a part of the show last night. Hello, Erin. She's wondering how many times did we puke last night? How about you, Brian? Did you have any issues? I know it was smelling like fish in your in your studio there for a while,
Yeah,
but did you get over that?
yeah, I was good. I got out the air freshener spray and stuff, and I got that cleared out, so it was smelling fine, and I was fine. I mean, the taste is fine. It's just the smell, right? So, but yeah, I was fine. I didn't have any issues. So,
Yeah, that was pretty funny last night, I must say. It was a good show, a good time, that's for sure. It's nice to have
yeah,
laughs this time of year because this time of year could be a little bit stressful with the holidays and everything going on. So yeah, it was really nice. So
yeah.
if you guys could smash the like button, that'd be greatly appreciated. And then also, I just want to ask, hey, what's everybody doing this weekend? Anything special going on? Go ahead and put it in the comments. Brian, how about you? Do you got anything special going on this weekend?
Mm, not really, no. Just tomorrow I plan on watching a lot of college football, the conference championship games, stuff like that. And um I don't know. Well, I think Sunday actually I might be making homemade kielbasa, so we'll
Ooh,
see.
yeah,
Yeah.
that ought to be tasty.
Yeah.
Definitely. I know there's college games tonight, I think, or at least I know. Is it Washington and Oregon that are going at it tonight?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Pac-12 championships tonight, and then the rest of the I think the rest of them are all tomorrow. So yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be fun to see what's going on. I guess I'll probably pay attention. There'll be some good games. I'm not sure if I'll watch the Iowa Michigan game though. We'll see. I might tune in. We're gonna be traveling tomorrow. I'm actually gonna go buy a bunch of clothes. I need some work clothes coming up, so that'll be good. Um, I don't want to go too crazy and buy too many, but because I hope to drop some more weight. But you know how that goes. You still need to have clothes, and you're fortunate you get to work from home, so that makes it pretty easy sometimes. I remember those days working from home, and heck, you just throw on some sweats and a nice polo shirt. And I was good to go for the camera.
Yep.
Wear your slippers. You nothing beats that. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely makes it easy.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, I was gonna say talking about the show last night, the sardine challenge. I was overall. I mean, if in case you missed it, make sure you go back and watch that because it was a lot of fun. If you haven't seen it, you can watch the replay on Brian's channel or my channel. Just go to the live tab. You should be able to watch the low carb football party where we did the sardine challenge. It was a lot of laughs, a lot of fun. Actually, sardines weren't that bad. I might have to have them again. I was really kind of surprised. And I'm not a huge fish eater, but I did not mind these at all. So I don't have any lingering smells around the studio here either, which is kind of nice. I
Well,
guess.
that's good because didn't you drop your some of your olive oil that was in?
Yeah, when I opened the can, it just kind of went, and splattered everywhere. And I'm like, oh man, this is going to be fun. But, luckily that oil, I think, must have made the smell not be so bad because it wasn't a fishy smell at all. So
Hmm, that's
definitely.
good.
Hello, Cindy. How are you doing? I hope are you feeling better? I hope so. I know you're a little under the weather at your house. You guys were. So hope you're feeling better. Definitely. So, Ryan, was kind of waiting to get a couple more people on. We could talk a little bit about our November challenge. I do know Becky kind of did hers yesterday. Did you get a chance to watch her video by chance? I know she put it out yesterday. I know I watched it late last night. You maybe didn't have a chance to watch it, but I know
Yeah.
shared her
No,
result.
I had to work in the morning, so I just went to bed after the live stream, and so I have not watched it yet.
Yeah. Yep, I know she's a little disappointed. I'm not sure if she'll be on, but yeah, she it's easy to, it's easy to not I don't know, with the holiday makes it extra tough. I think, but I think she's doing pretty good. Her measurements were she lost some inches, but she didn't see the results on the scale she was hoping for. So which can happen. And I can say the same thing with this challenge. I didn't see what I wanted to see, but I'll talk about that here in a minute. But let's see. I just posted a couple of more comments up here. Let's see here. You should probably not drive while you're listening. Yeah, you never know. So, yeah, go Hawkeyes. They will get whipped. I think so, Brad. I would be surprised. You never know, I guess, but I'd be shocked if they had a chance even to win that game. But you never know, I guess. That's for sure. And your Toledo, do they play tomorrow too in the championship? Is that right?
Yeah, yeah, they're play at noon, I think. So on
Yeah.
ESPN.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, I'll probably watch. I don't really talk about this much, but my son is freshman year. He went to South Dakota State. They play a playoff game tomorrow. They won the national championship last year, and they haven't lost yet this year. So I will probably try to tune them in, or at least record the game, and hopefully that'll work out. I'm looking forward to watching that too. I enjoyed that a lot. Just got to remind everybody in the comments, if you want to put where you're from. I mean, most of you guys we know, we see you quite often, but if there's somebody here that hasn't been, go ahead and put it in the comments. I got to grab a drink here for you. With that being said, what's everybody drinking tonight? Anybody kind of have any fun going to any parties? Are you drinking some Keto Chow? I got my Keto Chow box today. This is the new flavor, chocolate malt. I got mine in the mail today. Looking forward to trying that. Should be good. It looks good. Everybody says it's good. I know Cindy said it was pretty good. So looking forward to giving that a try. And I got some other flavors too. So if you've had Keto Chow, the new flavor's out, and I guess it's selling really well. So make sure you get some bought before it's gone. So Brian, let's talk about No Wait November a little bit. I didn't even spell it right on here. No Wait November results. I got it correct. No wait. No weight loss. So, Brian, how did you do?
Well, I did lose a little bit, but
Did
not
you?
much.
Yeah.
So let me bring it up here because I did measurements too. All right, so I lost 1.2 pounds.
Hey,
So
it's a loss.
the interesting thing is I had gained a couple pounds when we were on vacation. So when I weighed myself, I was at 294, which was a couple of pounds higher than I had been. And now I was 292.8. So I did lose 1.2 pounds, but not the greatest there, I guess. But the difference was actually in some of my measurements. My belly measurement was 47 inches on November 1st, and on December 1st here this morning it was 46, so I lost an inch.
Nice.
Waist went from 45 on November 1st to 44, so I lost an inch there. Chest went from 47 inches on November 1st to 46, so I lost an inch. Thigh went from 24 inches to 23 inches. Biceps went from 15 and a half to 15, and then my neck stayed the same at 17 and a half inches. So there were some measurement changes which were nice, like losing an inch, the waist and belly there. And that kind of coincides with where I thought that I had lost a little bit of belly fat. But just that the weight itself wasn't, 1.2 pounds wasn't much really, especially seeing that I had just gained a couple of pounds, the week before when I was on
Yeah.
vacation. So yeah, I didn't really have any weight loss really, if you think about it. So, but the measurements, that was good.
Yeah, like I think what Aaron is saying here, great job, Brian, with the measurements. And I can honestly say I did not measure. I'm planning on measuring tomorrow before I leave to buy clothes. I just kind of want to know where I'm at for dress shirts. So I didn't actually get a measurement in, but my scale stayed exactly the same. So um, I guess you can say I'm a little elated about that because I did not eat that great this last month. I just, I tended to go off the plan for Thanksgiving a little bit. I wish I wouldn't have because I have a feeling I'd have a decent loss if I did that, if I had stayed on plan, because I'm pretty sure I probably gained a few pounds with, not doing what I should for Thanksgiving. So I think I'm still kind of dropping what I'd gained. Um, but like I said, I'm satisfied with that for the time of year. Is it where I want to be? No, I want to continue to lose weight, and I'd love to, average 5 to 10 pounds a month. That would be awesome. The goal now probably is more like if I can hit 5 pounds a month, that would be great. But I definitely got to tighten things up and get back on plan and be a little more diligent with my eating for sure. Let's see here.
Mm. But
That's
yeah, I mean,
weird.
considering that you didn't have the best month, and especially like you talk about like Thanksgiving time there, um, breaking even is still good.
Yeah.
You didn't gain, so
Yep. And I know Becky's on here now, and we talked a little bit earlier. I know she had her video out, and she lost measurements too, or inches, and that's a big deal. So sometimes the scale isn't going to show the victories, but all the non-scale victories show up, and you're proof of that too, Brian. You lost inches, and that's a big deal. I will say this: I think I maybe did lose inches too, because I feel like through my middle section, it's smaller because my clothes are not as tight. So I mean, I think I had some inches that I probably lost too because my clothes fit a little bit better. It's definitely not showing on the scale, but I think the other victories are there. So just imagine what it'll be like when I clamp down because I feel like I haven't been that great the past 2 months, to be honest. I just haven't been like I was, and I need to get back to that. I think going forward this month, it's going to be a little tougher for me. There's just so many things going on, especially with starting a new job now. There's still a lot of stress going on a little bit with my mom and taking care of her, starting a new job. The holidays are here. I'm not trying to make excuses. I just know it can be a little more difficult when you're trying to juggle everything and then be point on diet, let alone you have all this temptation thrown in front of you. It makes it a little more challenging, put it that way. But I'm up to the challenge, and hopefully between now and the end of January, I can lose some more weight so I can hit my yearly weigh in with a nice loss. I'd love to drop 120 pounds by at my 1 year review, 1 year of being in it. But it is what it is, 1 pound at a time, one day at a time, and that's the goal, to be honest, just get better each day.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Brian, I was going to ask you, I know there's a couple comments I'm going to bring up. Let's see. Oh, did you see Gail's let's see if I can find Gail's comment here. Oh, she can't see Gail can't see Aaron's comments, which is weird. Unless she's just on a different channel, which could be. Yep. It's all good. Let's see here. Brian, I was going to ask you about, let me pull up the banner here. December challenge. Brian last night talked about December challenge. In case you missed it, he's going to bring it up here and you can start it today. But Brian, why don't you talk about your December challenge that you're doing?
Sure. So every day in December, I am going to do push-ups, and the challenge is pretty simple, um, somewhat tough, but effective, right? Do as many push-ups as you can do in a single setting, so without stopping. And it should only take you like a couple minutes every day to do this challenge, right? So it's not going to be that difficult in terms of how much time it's going to take from you, right? For me, I've been able to do 25 push-ups so far at one time. So like today, I did 25 push-ups. Tomorrow, we'll see. I might try and see if I can squeak out one more 26 or something. The interesting thing is I'm not used to doing push-ups, so I started doing them a couple days ago, but I do feel a little sore in my arms a little bit. So these first few days here, we'll see how it goes. I might have trouble really increasing it, but
Hmm.
my thought process is by the end of the month, I will be able to do many more push-ups than what I did at the beginning, and hopefully there'll be a nice change in terms of losing some body fat and gaining some muscle toneness on my body and so forth. So I did take some before pictures and did all the measurements this morning. So I got all the measurements, and we'll see how it goes. The important thing here, if you're saying, okay, I can't do like a full real push up, that's okay. Do what you can do. If you have to start, like, let's say on your knees, doing knee push-ups, do it that way. And maybe by the end of the month, you'll be able to do regular push-ups, for instance. If you can't do that, let's say wall push-ups, or I think last night it was mentioned, maybe because Christy mentioned possibly doing like stairs, on the steps, step push-ups, that kind of thing. So some kind of like push-up that you can do and then work towards getting better at it and doing more. And again, it's every day, just whenever you can do it. It's like a couple of minutes, so it doesn't take very long to do it. And just for me, I'm going to keep track so I know what my progression looks like, and I'm going to go from there with it. So,
Yeah, I think that's a great challenge. And yep, yeah, I was kind of talking about that yesterday. I'll say this, Brian, I accepted your challenge and I did my push-ups today. I was able to do 15, and what I did is actually I did it in the kitchen, and I kind of went at a 45-degree angle. I put my feet out and then I leaned into the countertop, and then I did push-ups off the countertop. It actually worked really well, and I mean, it was heavy. I mean, it felt like a lot of weight I was pushing against. So my legs weren't being used or anything like that. And I cracked, I did 15 of them, and I thought, man, I think this will be good. So I kind of felt a little pull in my stomach a little bit. So I kind of quit at 15. But we'll see. I'll try it. My goal is to increase it each day too and see how many I can get up to. But I can tell I was definitely using muscles I haven't used in a while. So I think it was a good thing. And yeah, I mean, they felt like legit push-ups. So I think I'll do that again. It keeps me from having to get down on the floor. And granted, I should try to work towards that, but it's not as easy as, for me to get on my knees. They hurt a lot with my arthritis and stuff. But, I'll keep plugging away and see if I can get better and stronger as the month goes on.
yeah.
But I
Yeah,
could
that
see
sounds
where,
great.
wall push-ups work, stairs, like you said, if there's, do it your level of what you can do, and just, try to get better each day, and that's all you can hope for, That's what it's about.
Yep. I mean, even if you can only do like 2 or 3 push-ups, that's fine, and, you know, just
Yep.
continually work at getting better at it.
Yep. Definitely. Yeah, do that over and over. Yep. Yeah, makes sense.
Mm,
That's okay, Gail. Come up with another challenge that you can do. I think that's the key. That way you're moving a little bit, as long as it's something that you can make work. It's okay if it's not a push-up challenge. Just some kind of challenge is definitely a benefit. Will make you stronger.
yep.
Definitely. I was just gonna say, if anybody has any questions, go ahead and put that out there. I know Brad accepted the challenge. I'm not sure. I know he was driving. It sounded like he was probably driving home from work, but be interesting to see if he's done his push-ups for the day. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this challenge. And I also took the other challenge, the Vlogmas challenge. I don't know. Hopefully, you guys caught my video today. I was having a little fun. My voice kind of hurts a little bit because I wasn't talking in my usual voice, but it was kind of fun and I enjoyed making. I'm looking forward. I already made tomorrow's, so definitely be cranking out a video every day with some holiday tips. So hopefully, yeah, you get to check that out because it was pretty fun. I've had a few comments, people liking it. So
there you go. Right. The one you just clicked on before that from Gail,
yep.
sprinting 2 times a week. So I think that's going to be her challenge for the month.
Yeah.
So that sounds great.
Yeah, that's great, Gail. Definitely. Oh, will Oregon win tonight? That's a good question. I don't follow those teams enough to know. What are your thoughts on that, Brian?
I think they will. I think it's going to be a good game. You know, Washington won the first time they played during the regular season in a really close game. And I think Oregon's just playing really, really well. I think they're going to win. I think it's going to be close, but I think they're going to win.
Yeah, it should be a decent game, I would think. Erin was saying she almost fell off her chair when I started it. Were you talking about my video or yours? Erin had a video today too, so make sure you check that out. She does a great job of editing. I'm impressed with what she does, and we use the same program for editing too. So, but she does an amazing job. I'm like, teach me. She just wasn't expecting that. I'll have to check that out, Becky. Definitely. Brad's getting ready to knock out his push-ups. We want pictures, Brad. Yep, Aaron's saying my video is pretty funny. Brian got a chuckle out of it too. So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to make it fun and something different, yet have a message, but yet be a little silly and definitely. Yeah, like I said, my voice kind of hurts a little bit. It was a good time.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting the change in your voice when you started talking.
Yeah, it's pretty raspy. I was going for the what is it, Bad Santa kind of imitation, but I'm not going to do it now. My voice kind of hurts a little. But yeah, and of course I filmed the one for tomorrow too, so I try to work ahead a little because we're going to be gone tomorrow. It's like, well, I got to finish getting that put out. And the thing that's nice about the vlog is most of my videos are going to probably be 3 minutes at the most on those. So you can watch the whole thing through. Make sure you watch the ad at the end too. So that'll support me. So yeah, I know Becky got a kick out of it too. So I even put it over on my Instagram too, just for something different because I usually don't put videos over there, but I thought I'd go ahead and post the first one anyways. So it's a good time. So Brian, do you have any lives coming up this weekend at all, or any other videos coming out?
No, so I just put a video out earlier today explaining the December push-up challenge. But that was all I had planned at this point. So I don't have anything scheduled in terms of lives or anything. The next live I have actually is next Thursday for the low carb football party. So I don't know if there'll be anything that'll come up before then that I'll do, but that's what, yeah, there's nothing really.
Unless we do happy hour on Wednesday again, which we can.
Yeah, we could look at doing happy hour.
Yeah, whatever day works good. That's for sure.
Yep. And in terms of
hey, Mike,
long form content, I don't know yet. I gotta work on some stuff this weekend, I guess, but I don't have anything like on tap at this point. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've been drinking a lot since I made those videos this morning. I know that. I think I strained my voice a little bit, but I'll be good. I just got to take care of my vocal cords. So it's all good. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Obviously I'll be doing the the vlogmas stuff every day, so I'll be doing a little video. I do need to put out some more long form videos this week. I kind of just sent out shorts from previous videos. I just kind of taking a little bit of a break, but I hope to do some more stuff coming up. Just so anybody knows that maybe they use StreamYard or thinking about, they got a great special that lasts a couple more days where you can get a significant amount of money off a year subscription. I know for me, right now I do the monthly, it's like 25 a month. And with this deal, I'll be paying like $16 a month is what it brings it down to. But I'll be paying for the whole year. So almost $10 a month savings. So I know they had like a $10 plan that came out too, I think, for nobody. So if somebody is thinking about getting into StreamYard or doing some stuff with it, they have a great sale going on. Just wanted to let our viewers know in case they don't have StreamYard and they're something they're interested in. They just had a good deal going on, so you might want to check it out. They did their Black Friday sale for like a week, so. Just put a few comments up here. Bad Santa is back tomorrow. Oh, wow. That's a long ways from Omaha to where you're at. Hopefully you get some good weather so it's no fun driving on bad roads. That's for sure. Of course, the people in Iowa and Minnesota know how to drive in the winter weather. We're used to it. But in some other places in the country, they get a half inch and they're close everything down for the day.
That's how it is by me. We get a little bit of snow, that's it. We're done.
You probably go out because you're used to driving in it. It doesn't bother you.
Yeah, the funny thing is,
no plows.
I had a rear wheel pickup truck sometime back for work that I was using, and I actually got stuck. It was the first time in my life I'd ever gotten stuck in the snow, just because there was no traction in that thing.
Yeah, need some sandbags.
Yeah, but it's interesting watching people around here try and drive in the snow, so it's not fun.
Oh man. So what's everybody doing this weekend? Any plans? Go ahead and put it in the comments. We like to know what everybody's up to. I'm just gonna watch some football, gonna do a little shopping for some work clothes that I'm gonna need. Trying to think what else. That's about it. Pretty much football. Do a little Christmas shopping, I guess, while we go shopping for clothes. I try to get that stuff done. I don't like waiting until last minute. It's just too much, too many people. I don't like to be around that many people. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. The old rear wheel drive cars, they definitely needed sand in the back.
Yeah. It's funny, speaking of sand, they use sand for treating the roads around here instead of salt. Like sometimes they'll use salt, but it's like usually sand or like a mixture of sand and salt. So it's interesting. It doesn't always work all that well, but
that's right. Becky's got the company party tonight, some football.
yeah.
Yep. She's giving away the new keto chow flavor, huh? Right there's the new flavor. If you haven't seen it yet. Not that I'm a spokesperson or anything. I just thought I'd grab it and show everybody since I just opened it here a little bit ago.
So how much snow do you guys get where you live in Iowa?
Well, I'm sure northern Iowa, where I'm at, is more than southern Iowa because you can go to Des Moines. It can be almost two different winters, and that's just 2 hours south of me. I don't know, what the actual inches is. I mean, I think it's around 20 inches a year, they say. It could be a little more. I can't remember offhand, but it seems like you get them in a couple different storms, and then you'll have 1 inch here, 1 inch there. But sometimes you'll have it where it will, an inch every day for a month. And those are the worst because you're always shoveling then. That's no fun.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah. It's very hit or miss where I live. Like last year, we didn't really get anything at all. And,
mhm,
some years it's like that. Like we're lucky if we get a dusting, and then there will be a year that we get like a big nor'easter come in or something.
mhm,
Um, so, anytime there's like a coastal storm that comes and the temperature is just right, which that happens a lot too. Like sometimes they don't know, they'll say it could be rain, it could be snow, and then you don't know what you're going to get just because of the temperature. And sometimes we'll just get a lot of rain, and then sometimes we'll get the snow. Occasionally we get ice, but sometimes we've had some years that we've had like maybe a foot or more. Um, there was a one year we actually got two big storms that were around 3 feet each. And that was kind of crazy. But like again, then we might go 3-4 years with hardly anything or like an inch or two, and that's it. So it's really interesting around here the way it works.
yeah,
You never know.
definitely. Yep. Yeah, Mike, you're right. I'm like 30 minutes from the Minnesota border from where I'm at, so it doesn't take too long to get there. Aaron says, sounds like New Jersey, Brian.
Yeah, sometimes around here they'll be like, "Yeah, we're gonna get 10 inches of snow," and then it just rains. So,
Yep, it works that way sometimes for sure. So, Brian, we do have I will say this, we might as well talk about a little bit. Coming up a week from Monday, we have our ugly sweater holiday party going on at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So that should be a lot of fun. We're still kind of putting particulars together for that. Um, Actually, I was looking at some trivia and some stuff for that last night a little bit. So I meant to kind of go through that and send that to you, Brian. But we're going to get some stuff put together should be a fun filled night. Um, Definitely. I'm anxious to see what everybody's sweaters looks like too. And just see kind of the fun festive party, I guess you could say.
yeah. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one. So,
Yep, definitely.
keep that one on your calendars, December 11th.
Yep. Yeah, and it should be after Dr. Barry's done. He's usually done around 7:30 with his live, and I don't usually there's not too much going on, so should be a good night to be on there. So Gail made it through fire season. That's good. In the fall colors. Yeah, that is your fall colors. Gotcha. Yeah, I guess it is probably like what 2 o'clock in California right now, I'm guessing. So yeah, and Brian's already thinking supper.
I know, like pretty soon I'm gonna have to think
5:04.
about what I'm eating.
That's what's kind of neat about these lives because you can get people from all over the world, literally, but even all the different time zones in the United States, even. So it's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
All right, let's see here. I was gonna say. They must have been doing some work for the holes in your house in your walls. I take it. Well, that's always nice to get some work done around the house. I know I'm always doing stuff. I know we're going to be doing some painting here come the first of the year, right after the holidays. I've got a few rooms I need to kind of touch up, redo, and just kind of change it over. So, mold remediation. Yep, That's right. I know you had some issues with that, so it'll be nice to have that done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, like I said, if you get a chance, go ahead and hit the like on the video. It'll help share it out to YouTube. We'll get a few more people in here. And it's, yeah.
Brad's got a question.
I'll get it up
popped
here.
in.
Yeah, you use the whole packet. And you use like, I know we like to use heavy whipping cream with ours. You can use butter too. But like this whole packet with half a cup of heavy cream, and I think you also use some water as well. It's like 530 calories, but it's like a meal replacement. But it is sugar free, if I remember right. So there's no sugar in it. And let me look here. Like this has 1.39 net carbs in it. Looks like 5. If I can see, it's like 6. I think it's 6.44 carbs, regular carbs in this. But that's like a meal, so definitely for low carb or keto folks, for sure. Or if a carnivore wanted a dessert or a cheat, you'd have one of these. I guess you could do that. They are very tasty. Brian, I know you talked about your Thanksgiving tradition with football, playing football with the family. How did that game go, by the way? It was a good time?
Yeah, so I actually didn't play.
Oh, no.
That was when I was talking about a little bit last night with my back thing that happened, where I had like a day or two my back was hurting, so I didn't end up playing. I kind of like kept score and did the clock and everything, that kind of thing. But it was an interesting game. So at halftime, the one side, there was like 3-on-3 basically, right? And the one team was winning like 21-7. And then really quick into the third quarter, the other team came back and they went into the fourth quarter. It was 21-21. But I think the team that was originally winning 21-7 ended up winning like 35-28 or something. It was crazy. So it was a fun time though, even just watching and stuff. And yeah, the family had a good time with it. So, but okay, so Christmas holiday traditions. Wow. One thing that we like to do on Christmas Eve is we kind of have like a family holiday party. So like for our immediate family, we do like different games and stuff like that. And of course, when the kids were a little bit younger, there was more younger style games that we did. And now that they're a little bit older, we've changed the type of games that we do and stuff. But there's like some minute to win it type of games and stuff like that we do. And then we do like a kind of like a scavenger hunt thing in the car where we go driving and look at all the Christmas lights at the different houses, and you have to spot like different things within the lights. Like one house you need to find like a train or something like that. Another house like an elf or something, right? So we do like that kind of thing on Christmas Eve. And then the last thing that we've always done that we started when the kids were little, and we've continued to do it, is that I read the night before Christmas to the family then before we go to the kids go to bed at least. So
Nice.
So that's kind of like the fun like traditional stuff I guess that we do. How about you?
I was just going to say, make sure you tune into tomorrow's video. I talk about this subject a little bit about making memories. So make sure you check that one out tomorrow. But, honestly, I think our biggest tradition is just making sure we get together, we eat, we just open presents, have fun. Usually we play, I guess the tradition we play a dice game. We use a pan, and what we do is we start off this whole table full of prizes, and they're all wrapped. And that's kind of our gift opening with all because there can be up to 15 to 17 people at this. Well, what we do is we get a bunch of pie tins, and we have like 3 dice. And whenever you get doubles, you get to pick a prize out of the pile. So then it just goes around and around, and it's okay. But I'm kind of wanting to change that because last year we played a I thought it was funner with just my immediate family. We used cellophane. We wrapped prizes up and made a huge ball of cellophane, so it was like this big. And what we'd have to do is you'd have to roll dice, and you keep the person next to you keeps unwrapping the ball until the person rolls doubles. Once it rolls doubles, it goes to the next person. So, but in the meantime, prizes flip out, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, I've seen it where people wear like oven mitts and try to unwrap this thing, but it'd be hard to do. It's hard enough to do it with your regular hands because you know how saran wrap works. Sometimes it gets tied up or twisted, or it doesn't want it. But that game is a lot of fun. So we do that. I think we'll do that again this year. And yeah, it's just good get together for sure.
Yeah.
Gail said they looked at lights.
I've heard of that one. Matter of fact, I think my kids did it once at another, their aunt's house or whatever for Christmas time when we went there. That they did that. That was pretty cool. It was tough for them. They didn't have the oven mitts or anything. They just used the regular hands, and it was still pretty tough.
Yeah. But that one's kind of fun because it's frantic, and that ball just gets to flying, and prizes are flying on the floor, gift cards, whatever's in there, and stuff's flying everywhere. It's a lot of fun, and it goes pretty fast, but I definitely enjoy that better than the dice game. It's a lot of fun. So I'm kind of hoping to maybe do a couple prize balls since there'll be so many people, and then just kind of keep it going. But it gets loud and there's a lot of laughing going on, and it's just good time, good memories. Yep. I think that's
probably what Gail's talking about. Yeah.
Yep. That's definitely what it is. I know some people use oven mitts, but it's hard enough without them. Can you use your teeth? Oh, on that. Yeah. I guess you could. It's whatever rules you want to make up, I guess. But that is a fun one, though, I must say. So I definitely like to do more traditional stuff. And I probably will as we go on, especially once I have grandkids and stuff. I'd like to have some traditional stuff that would be fun. I never think of it. I'm always so busy just preparing the meal and getting everything put together because we almost always host our family gatherings, and it's just a lot of work just to get that done. Because usually it's I have my immediate family, but my brother and he's got 4 kids. They come over too, so then it's a huge crowd too. So, and then usually our parents are over, like my mom and my wife's mom, and then her dad. They all come too, so it's kind of crazy. Yeah, I remember putting snow on the old windows.
Yeah, I've seen people do that before. That looks pretty good when they do that.
Yeah, Gail, you probably don't get to see snow very often, I'm guessing, where you live.
But did you see her?
That's where you're.
More her than a vegan at a Texas barbecue.
Yep, I'm sure. So, Brian, have you guys decorated around your house yet? I know, didn't you say you do a bunch of decorations outside and stuff? I remember.
Yeah, we do. We do Christmas lights outside. I don't think we have quite as many now as we had before. We used to have some bushes, and we had the lights on the bushes too. But so we do have stuff outside, and then we've got stuff inside. My wife's done a lot of different things inside, decorating and stuff. So there's a lot of decorations here right now. We both like this time of year, Christmas time and so forth. So
yep. No heat. That would not be fun.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit of dusting where you're at.
We had a snowstorm a couple years ago. It wasn't big. Like I don't know. I think it was like maybe 6 inches, 8 inches, something like that. I guess it's kind of big. But anyway, it was like one of those where the temperature was just kind of a little bit warm. So it was really wet and heavy, and power lines went down and stuff, and we lost power, and we were without power for like 4 days. And it got really cold after the snowstorm. So it was like the low was like in the single digits to like the highs were like in the 20s or whatever for like 4 days with no power. It was so cold in the house. That was rough. And so this was a few years ago, and I actually had COVID at the same time.
Oh no.
So that was horrible. Like I was like out of it most of the day, a few days, but I just remember being like really cold, and that wasn't fun at all.
No, it doesn't sound like it. We kind of get it all here. I mean, we'll have wet snow, we'll have drier snow. It definitely, it just depends,
Yeah.
what the temp is a lot of the times. But yeah, one time actually the Halloween of 1991, we had a big ice storm. We lost power for I lived in the country, we lived on an acreage. And at the time I was like 19 years old. I was going to the community college, and we lost power for like 5 days. And that was kind of crazy. And it was cold because all these telephone poles, electric poles snapped, and it took a while to get the power back on. That was a crazy storm. Definitely. I'm sure it hit a lot of the area, but that's when I remember the power being out the longest. So, but yeah, it got cold. I remember my parents had the old, the old oil lamps that you used to light the old cabins, and we had one of those, and they put plastic up in the kitchen, and that was their heat source and their light source for the week. Let alone they had a gas propane stove, so they could have that on, at least boil water so it'd stay kind of warm in that room. But yeah, I ended up staying in town at a friend's because they didn't lose power for that long. So but they just bundled up with layers of blankets at night, and then they would get up and stay yeah, that was not good. It was not fun.
So I remember when I was real little, there was the blizzard of 78. That's what it was known as. And this is when I lived in Toledo, Ohio. And my dad actually got stuck at work. So he was at work for like 4 or 5 days before they could get him home. They got him home in like a 4-wheel vehicle, like 4 or 5 days later, right? But we didn't have power or anything. And all I really remember, because I was so young, was I remember sleeping with my mom and my sister in the same bed to try and stay warm, in with the sheets on and comforters and all that kind of stuff, just to try and stay warm. We had no power or anything. And in that house, we didn't have a fireplace or anything. So there was no way to make it warmer at all.
Yeah,
so I don't remember a lot about it because I was like 4 years old.
Right.
I do remember a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a big blizzard. It hit like from the Midwest all the way into the Northeast and everything. It was really bad.
Yeah, I remember the gravel roads when the snow, the plow would go by and you could not see the snow was just piled up on either side of the road, and there was only one lane basically down the gravel road. I remember we had some big snows back then. Not that we still get big snows once in a while here. I don't know if they're like that so much, but
yeah.
Here's a question. What holiday treat from years past was your favorite that you will not eat now that you're low carb? For me, it's eggnog and cinnamon rolls. Brian, what would you say? I mean, I know you're carnivore, so there's probably quite a few things I'm guessing, but
yeah, I think my favorite one was probably something called Buckeyes. So they were like rolls of peanut butter with like chocolate around them, like melted chocolate, and then you left like the top like open a little bit so you could see like the peanut butter. So yeah, they were called Buckeyes, and I used to love eating those, and yeah, I'm not gonna eat those anymore. So definitely that. I liked candy canes too, and yeah, I definitely won't be eating candy canes. So
You know, that topic got me kind of thinking maybe we should do a low carb football party show with carnivore low carb baking items for the holidays. Maybe
Yeah,
people could share recipes or bring some ideas for what people can make, you know, instead of just deviled eggs and meat. I mean, what else is there? You know what I mean? You can, maybe we can come up with some keto or low carb ones anyways. Definitely. I think that'd be kind of neat too, because there's some stuff out there. I know, like,
yeah,
for example, keto chow. I know a lot of people use these mixes and they make cookies and stuff, and they're only like 1 carb cookies, which is pretty incredible when you think about
yeah,
it. I mean, that would be for example, that'd be something that a person could make for the holidays. They have a lot of different flavors, so it can be done. I know when I was doing keto, we had all kinds of recipes that were very low carb that we
yeah.
used. So,
So I was gonna say, so in Gail's question, she had mentioned eggnog.
mhm.
There's a recipe for a carnivore eggnog. Carnivore Soldier, when I was in his live on Wednesday, was talking a little bit about it, and I can't remember where he said he got it from. Um, oh, so wait, I bet you that's where he got it. So Simpson has on the next comment down, Cassie's recipe.
Yeah.
I bet you that's probably where he got it from. So yeah, that's a carnivore eggnog recipe. So that
It's
that it
got to
would
be.
I think it would be cool to do like a show where we talked about like low carb
We might
recipes
have to
for
do that,
the
especially New
holidays.
Year's coming too. I'm guessing that eggnog is very similar to the carnivore ice cream because there was a lot of eggs in that kind of. I could see where you could easily adjust that recipe and make it eggnog for sure.
Yeah.
As far as me, I don't know. I mean, I can't say there isn't anything that I couldn't eat if I really wanted to eat it. I don't know. I just try to stay away from the stuff now. I mean, I guess you know, as long as I'm still trying to lose weight, I just stay away from that stuff. Down the road, will I try it again? Yeah, probably. I mean, at some point, I mean, more if I'm maintaining or, you know, I've kind of tried a few more things the past couple months and I've been able to maintain my weight loss. So, you know, it depends on what phase you're in and stuff. But, you know, I hope to drop some more weight too. So, anyways, I seen your comment there, Brian, but we'll just take look at a couple more things. But Brian, if you need to go, you can take off and I can finish up the show. We're almost at an hour anyways here. But Simpson, just wanted to say hello. I know you're on here. Appreciate you coming on. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm thinking, Brian, I think we'll have to do that. Maybe we should try to do that coming up next Thursday. Do something with desserts or, you know, holiday recipes. They're low carb, keto, carnivore. I think that'd be kind of a fun show to do too. And I can do a little research and maybe bring some recipes and stuff too. Obviously, you know, people can contribute in the comments too. Just copy them down, paste them, put them in there. That'd be all right too. So definitely. I don't dare do alcohol. I was rescued last year. My brother gave up a bottle of my favorite adult
So
beverage.
I'm intrigued by Mike's comment about the
Yep, I
Scotch
can go.
vodka and bourbon because
Yep.
is there a certain alcohol that he's getting that's not carby? Because a lot of alcohol has sugar in it. That's how it a lot of times it's made.
You know,
So I wonder.
I was gonna say there's in Iowa, I know we have it. It's called carbless. It's an alcoholic beverage that has 0 carbs. It's actually made in Iowa, but I think it is kind of all over. I mean, I've seen it in other states. It's just kind of seltzer type beverage.
Hmm.
I know my wife gets it. It's pretty expensive. It's like $10 for a 4-pack, but there's no carbs in it. So there is some options out there. Bud Light, I know, makes a beer that's pretty much a very low carb beer. It doesn't taste very good. I can tell you that one. On occasion, I will drink a Miller Lite. I think it's like depends on the ounces you're drinking, but I know I was trying to think of the other one, Michelob Ultra. That's like 2.3 grams of carbs for a beer, which isn't too bad. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, especially if somebody's doing a low carb diet, they're maybe eating 50 grams of carbs a day. So it's like, well, what's two on a beer, So
Yeah.
definitely, it just depends on the plan you're on too. So. No sugar added. Yep. Yeah, I would think wine would have a lot of sugar in it, but definitely. Yeah, I'm thinking that's maybe a good idea. We'll have a topic about that. We could even talk about some of the alcohols that are out there, do a little research and kind of share with people. Because there's, with the holidays, people tend to do a little bit more drinking, for sure.
Yeah.
Vodka, carbs, 0. Yeah, a lot of the harder liquors have 0 carbs. I do know that.
Yeah. Well, and so that's an interesting thing too, because right, like when you talk about like artificial sweeteners, a lot of times they say that they have, so basically it was sugar that was mechanically engineered, whatever, that so
Mhm.
that the carb was taken out of it. So it's not carb, but in your body it still breaks down as glucose. So I wonder how that works.
Yeah.
Even though it's not really carb, it may still be a problem. I don't know. I know that there's some doctors out there that say, like Dr. Anthony Chafee, like you should not really eat alcohol. It can cause problems with, weight loss stalls and so forth. So I just wonder how that works. I don't know. I'm not technical enough to know, so I don't know.
Yeah. I think if anything else, it's all about moderation too. I mean, if a person's drinking every night, you're probably not going to be too successful on losing weight. But I mean, during this whole process, I've drank beer and I lost 100 pounds. So not that I drank it every night or anything. It was just I'd have one when I was grilling or whatever. So I think the occasional one you can do okay with. I'm no expert either, but like Brad
Oh,
says here, it doesn't affect
Mike,
his
excuse me.
sugar.
Mike's got a good comment. Maybe that's what it is. The problem with alcohol is the liver will burn it for fuel and you won't burn fat. So if you're not burning the
Makes
fat,
sense.
then maybe that's why weight
Yeah.
loss stalls.
Yep. Definitely. No, good conversation tonight. I know we're going to be wrapping it up here, but I want to thank everybody for joining us as usual. It was a good time, good conversation. We'll definitely be talking more holiday snacks and drinks, probably, or desserts. This next, maybe the low carb football party. We'll do that next week here. I think that'd be good to talk about since it is the holiday season. People will be attending parties. Becky's already going to be at one tonight, so definitely is an option. 2 gingers in your cupboard to be like ginger beer, I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if alcohol really goes bad other than beer can, I know. Depends.
Yeah, I don't know.
Thanks, Sardine Boys. Yeah, we'll definitely have some more challenges coming up. That was a lot of fun last night, so definitely. But Brian, any parting words that you have for anybody?
Um, hey, it's December 1st. Don't forget to
Yeah, it is.
do a December challenge. Um, Even if you can't do the push-ups like Gail's gonna do her sprinting, whatever you can do some kind of activity in December. Uh, you know, get yourself going better on the healthy lifestyle. So that's it.
Yeah, I second that. That's a good idea, for sure. Usually beer tastes skunky when it goes bad. It just doesn't taste right, usually. So if it's like from a brewery, that beer is a little different process than like you get from the big brewers. They use a little different process. I used to brew beer, so I know a little bit about it. So it's just, like I've got some beer in my actually, I need to get that out. I have beer that's like 12 years old and I'm going to crack open and drink because I brewed it myself and there's no, it's not going to go bad. So we'll see how it tastes though. It should be good though. You never know. I might try it. So,
Hmm.
Anyways, well, thank you all for tuning in. It was a good time and look forward to seeing you guys again. Make sure you check out the videos that we got going on. You know, like that Vlogmas video is going to be fun. Make sure you check that out today if you want to chuckle. Anyways, that one's good. And I know Brian's got his challenge videos up that he put out today. Make sure you check those out too. So anyways, enjoy your weekend, friends. Take care. God bless. And we'll see you again soon. See you later.
Bye.